and we're on the internet. Hello.
Ah,
It's happening.
Session 2, it's arrived. We've been waiting with bated breath. This whole time I've been sitting right here just shaking.
I have never left.
Yes. Huzzah.
How are all y'all doing? Johnny, welcome in. Johnny made an awesome, it's like an AI video that like recaps the previous session.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny, it was amazing.
We loved
So
it.
good.
I posted it on my Instagram.
It had like a better like vision of what we were talking about than I had in my own mind. It was amazing. Thank you. We appreciate
It's
it.
so pretty.
It was very pretty.
Savage, welcome in. Good to see you. Chuck, hello. Welcome in. This is Chuck, you guys. This is the community director, Chuck, that Steve talks about.
Oh, there's Chuck. Now we know.
Hi, Chuck.
Tomcat, welcome in. DM John, how you doing? Wolf Alone, welcome in. You were with the early crew. And Savage, you were here with the early crew too. Welcome in, you guys. How many of you guys caught Steve's stream earlier, and what did y'all talk about? We have competition on Tuesdays. Steve also streams earlier in the
Oh, yeah, I
evening.
saw you.
Whatever, Steve. Whatever.
He lets us. He's helping us get audience members or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
getting people used to coming back to the channel.
Yeah.
like the thing in prime time. Like, was it that Seinfeld competed with Friends for a while, or was it that Seinfeld helped Friends get?
I don't know. I
viewers?
wasn't born yet.
Well, neither was I, but somebody. Oh my
I'm
god.
not sure. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure, Carly.
That delivery was the funniest fucking thing ever. I'm not sure. I wasn't born yet.
About work. We bitched about work, talked about music, the usual. Sounds like a good thing.
That sounds like a Tuesday.
That was the stream, the live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Steve.
And
Chuck hosts Steve's stream.
Oh, they said hi to Bianca.
Hey,
Mr. International 27.
Mr. International
Where are
They
you
said
coming from, Mr. International?
comes from everywhere.
Mr. Worldwide.
Where do you
Mr.
hail
Worldwide.
from?
Hey Shane, how'd it go? Good to see you, Shane. Missed it. Had to catch the more important cast.
Savage Linda.
A man after our own hearts. Do you three believe in aliens?
For sure. I often get typecast as aliens in auditions. Big surprise.
That rules.
They're all bald.
That tracks. I think I do. I think I believe. What I believe is there's so much more to this universe than we know, and to have any definitive thought on that is, kind of silly.
Yeah.
Just a silly girl. I'm just a silly girl.
Just a girl.
I'm just a girl.
I'm very cutesy.
I
very
don't know why
mindful.
when I read the chat, I just read it as like, I want to believe.
I want to believe.
I want to believe. I'm like a
What is
hopeful
on-
agnostic about it.
About aliens.
Yeah. I feel like it'd be cool.
Born when Seinfeld was popular.
When did Seinfeld start?
Was
I'm
it
not sure.
91?
91.
I don't know.
89?
I don't have those random facts.
Someone in the
That's on
chat
the
is going to
trivia.
Google it.
I have never seen an episode of Seinfeld or Friends.
1989.
Oh,
You've never seen an episode of Seinfeld or Friends? Grace, and you've also never been to Trader Joe's? I gotta fix this. I'm sorry,
We
I got
need
really
a road trip / TV day.
You know,
Road
I haven't.
You'll
I've
have a
only,
laptop,
I've
you'll be
seen
watching
clips
Seinfeld.
of Seinfeld.
Oh my
I've
gosh.
seen a full episode.
Wait, what'd you say?
I've only seen clips of Seinfeld. I've never seen a full
Mm.
episode. So maybe
We can have
y'all
for
can come to the
education.
East Coast and we can do a thing.
Have a watch party.
Road trip.
I wanna
Trader
go.
Joe's.
My brother,
Johnny.
my brother loved Seinfeld, so I
Episode
ended up
3.
watching a little bit of it because of him.
Nice.
Blood and Briar, episode 3,
People
Trader
start
Joe's.
to like quote.
All we do is navigate the parking lot
love
at episode.
I'm like, oh, I should just watch it.
Has
I
been.
literally went to Trader Joe's before this.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I literally went to Trader Joe's right before this.
I went to Trader Joe's yesterday. Sorry, it took me a while. I was like,
What's time?
I was like, it feels like a really long time ago. They just came out with these little, they're like these little star rice cake things with like a little bit of sugar, and they're like the perfect amount of, it sounds like I'm a spokesperson for them, of salty and sweet, and they're gluten free. Not that I'm even gluten free, but whenever I see it says
It's a
gluten free,
nice
like, I feel
perk.
better about
Like
myself.
it's good for you.
Yeah, it
It's
means it's
good for
healthy.
you.
It's healthy. That sounds
Oh
awesome.
yeah,
Oh,
we should all be allowed to carry something from Trader Joe's in our inventory.
Johnny
You-
said if your characters could have one thing from Trader Joe's, what would be in your inventory?
Okay,
Like,
those
that's
in
great.
character.
Real talk.
Well, those cheesy little, those little like cheesy onion poof things that go in the oven that are like, oh, they're like so good.
Oh, I don't know
And
if
I
I've
only
had
let
those.
myself get them if we're hosting like a party because they're like $6 and they're not really a meal. Those little pastry poofs, if anybody knows what I'm talking about.
You're saying the
That's-
right words to me.
Yeah.
Poof, poof for,
I know.
for
And
sure.
now I'm thinking in character, Druid. I
I'm sorry,
feel
you
like
can-
I feel like it'd be like something very like natural-ish. Like those like mini cucumbers and like some like goat feta.
My. Like a little charcuterie.
Yeah.
A charcuterie board.
Yeah, something that I keep in my satchel for when I need some
Mm-hmm.
sustenance.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would probably make sure I had well, I was gonna say the Greek yogurt spinach artichoke dip.
Ooh.
And it's so good,
I need
but
to go
I
to
want to
Trader
make sure my
Joe's,
cat Beatrice can have some of it. And so I think she likes that. There's just yogurt in there. Dairy's fine for cats in small quantities. So okay, yeah, that and some chips.
Well, look at some Greek yogurt
Can't
spinach
really think
artichoke
of
dip. That sounds
something.
awesome.
in character for Orb from Trader Joe's because I'm just thinking of the things I like.
That's what you'd probably that makes sense.
There is no right in the world of tabletop.
Not shampoo, Johnny. You're right. We don't bathe.
Shampoo.
No, even
All we do
You don't want
is
their
jacuzzi.
tea tree shampoo.
people always think just because I have no hair that like I never use shampoo. You still need to like do the scalp every once in a while. It gets gross.
Yeah. All of the cats out of, I almost said charisma cats. The cats out of the bag investigation agency has amazing scalp health. Just that's canon.
Yeah. Did you see the AI video? Like,
Oh yeah. It's fresh, it's clean.
So fresh and so clean.
So
That's
fresh
all
and so
I'll say.
clean. Well, Tomcat Dad says, I'm ready to learn more about the world of Aird.
health.
Roll
Johnny
for
is so
scalp health.
funny.
Johnny's the best. If you guys are ever at like Gamehole Con or Gary Con or any of the cons that we're at and Johnny is also at, you've got to meet Johnny Omaha. It's an experience.
Well, maybe we'll end up going as a group. Chuck,
Make us popular. Spread the word.
maybe we'll
Let's
be
fucking
there.
go.
Gary
And then
Con.
Warming up
in
my
your
diet.
presence, Johnny, we're gonna roll for scalp health.
Yes. Ooh, and Twitter RA987 says, maybe I can make it to the next Gary Con. It all depends on a bunch of factors, one of them being money. I've heard only good things about Gary Con, and I know someone who's going. You know us. We're going, the TLG company.
I met
Yay.
some Thanksgiving dinner, and he told me all about Gary Con. He does another tabletop game that he runs like professionally, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
That's rad.
That's cool.
Man, Gary Con is awesome. It's like intimate and not like crazy, you know? Like a lot of conventions I feel like just gets so like insane all the time. I feel like Gary Con's just kind of chill. But hey, speaking of things that are super chill and the world of Aird,
Nice segue.
I'll find a way to work it in. How do we feel about jumping right back into it?
I think it's
Let's
time.
go.
I think
I
it's
feel
about time.
like jumping into a hot tub is what I feel like. A jacuzzi.
right into the jacuzzi.
We've got a
Into-
lovely night's rest.
Jacuzzi.
A jacuzzi. We have a night's rest, exactly. Can do the not ask us about questions. Oh yeah, I'm not sure how to do that, Tomcat Dad. I'm sorry. That's just automated. But hey, last time we left off, and if you've watched the lovely video made by Johnny Omaha and shared on Carly's Instagram, you already know this. But just in case you don't or didn't catch the next episode, last time we left off, we were introduced to the Cats Out of the Bag investigation agency. And their 3 top investigators are part of a team. It is Orb the Illusionist, Drew the Druid, and Bianca the Bard. And their 2 accompanying animal companions, Storm the Falcon and Beatrice the Cat. They were headed to the village of Briar, deep within Darkenfold Forest, for a vacation. And they got about like 45, seconds of relaxing before being approached by somebody who needs their help with something. They connected with Bernard Dubolet, the intendant or general kind of administrator of a very wealthy estate deep in a region of the Darkenfold called the Dogwood, which is kind of sparsely settled but rumored to be very haunted. And indeed, everyone in the tavern was kind of treating Bernard as if he was indeed haunted. They got some details about the upcoming quest ahead. Learned from Bernard that the estate that he serves had kind of been attacked by some sort of like raid or ambush by worshippers of Orndul, who is kind of the evil red god of Erd, like lord of all things evil and wicked. And Bernard was kind of separated from his master and fled the estate and made it to Briar with his life somehow, but doesn't know what became of his master and his master's family. So he has hired the Cats Out of the Bag investigators to go into the Dogwood and basically find out what happened, see if his master Dietrich is still alive, and just kind of discover what's up. From there, we went from 0 to 100 with a crazy tavern bar fight.
Slash fire.
Slash fire. All sorts of shenanigans were had. We ended the evening with the party unwinding in the jacuzzi that the Longhouse Inn of Briar definitely has now. It's full canon. Erd scholar here. It's for real.
Like a hot spring with natural bubbles.
Yeah.
I know jacuzzis don't exist there.
They're natural. It's fine. And that was pretty much where we left off. Bernard had asked you guys to meet with him before departing in the morning, just to kind of make sure that you guys are ready and all that. So as the sun comes up on the village of Briar and peeks in through the windows of your hotel room, the day is yours.
Wow, I've never slept so good, y'all.
Like, it actually, makes you really yawn.
Hey team, what do you say we go talk to Bernard and get out of here and go solve mysteries?
Yes, and he might even have some breakfast for us.
Oh, okay. Fine, I guess I could eat. I'm like kind of antsy to get going. I want to go into the woods.
He's going to give us some stuff that will help us, I'm pretty sure. Maybe like a map or, a weapon.
Okay.
Or
vague clues.
Other vague clues that could help us, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, he's hot. So we got to get in that time.
That's the main reason. There's no bias.
Okay, so how do y'all feel? Like, do y'all feel like confident? I put some makeup on. Beatrice put some makeup on. Like, maybe we go?
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's roll.
Immediately.
Let's roll.
Perfect. So you guys, it's not hard to find Bernard's room. He had kind of left that information for you. Knocking on the door, he kind of opens it up. Oh, yes. Yeah, please welcome in. I had breakfast brought up just so you guys could.
Breakfast. Okay.
Yeah, please
He's
welcome.
a man who provides.
He kind of welcomes you in. He has rented out, presumably with the estate's like massive kind of accumulated wealth, he has rented out the private room of this hotel. There's really only one big private room that people can rent. And he has like a modest bed set up. There's like a table with some chairs. It's a little bit more elaborate than like your kind of dwelling. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Than your situation.
Accommodations.
Accommodations.
Yes.
That's the word.
I thought Bernardo said Bernardo, I thought you said you lost all your money when you left away. You didn't have much money with you. Well, how did you afford a room like this?
I used the last of it on this room.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure that I had proper accommodations if my master and his family showed back up here.
Okay, fair, fair. Thanks for the breakfast. You know, I love croissant, so I really appreciate it.
Oh, are you French?
Only when I say the word croissant.
Croissant. Well, oui, please have a seat.
Oui,
Welcome.
oui.
I guess the main reason why I wanted you all to sort of come here was to just, first of all, see if you had any other questions about the estate itself and its history, anything about the dogwood, and really mostly to just issue you a warning as you venture into the dogwood. It's going to be very, very important that you not wander off of the path.
Similar to Agatha all along.
I've never seen it.
I don't know what that is.
I haven't seen it either.
I've heard it's so good.
I just remember that freaking song. It's like, down, down, down the road. You're supposed to stay on the witch's road. You're not supposed to get off of it. Okay, keep going, Bernardo.
No, that's perfect. Yeah.
Bernie.
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 Hey, Bern. What's up? Basically, the woods have a way of messing with one's mind, and it's more, we'll say, oppressive than your standard forest. If you wander from the path, at this point, it was once a trade road, but as the years have gone by, it's been reduced to little more than a deer trail, really. And if you wander from it, it'll be very, very difficult to find it again.
Oh dear.
So I just wanted to impress upon you the importance that no matter what you see or what you think you see, don't leave the path.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Everybody agree?
Yes.
Agreed. Shake on it.
Eyes on.
I don't need to shake on it, but okay. I don't know why I did this.
It's a pact.
Kiss my hand.
But aside from that, did you all have any questions about the estate? Anything that you might find there? The woods itself?
Is the estate pretty easy to navigate? Like, will it be pretty clear where we should focus our search? Or is it a massive estate? I'd love to know a little bit more about like the geography or, you know, the rooms and maybe things that we may want to focus on first.
Certainly. The estate itself is pretty easy to find and to navigate once you break into the valley that it's located in. The forest will break a bit, and you'll see a village there. Again, it's important that you don't go into it. Just who knows what you'll find.
Don't go into the village?
Do not go into the village, whatever you do. But the estate itself, so you have the dogwood ends, you walk through a field, you come past the village of Kashem, you pass it, there's a small mountain called Heth's Perch. The estate is built into the mountain. Ulissa von Brecht, my master's grandmother, she was once a very wealthy and brave adventurer who ventured into the dogwood in the first place and found this mountain, and it was filled with ore and jewels. So she had her estate built there, and then Kashem, the mining town, kind of sprang up around it, and then Roslo followed.
And I kind of think we should head out unless there's anything you have to tell us, Bernardo, of how to find Katrin. I want to find Katrin ASAP.
I don't believe that I know a Katrin.
Someone else told us about Katrin.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, Bernardo. Mixed me up.
And I forgot the rest of your question about the estate. So the estate itself is quite sizable, but the layout is generally pretty easy to follow. You walk in, it's a grand foyer. There's a magnificent staircase that kind of winds up into the second floor, and on the second floor you'll find mostly bedrooms and maybe a meeting room. along with my bedroom and office, which you have the key for.
That's where the money is located.
Yes, that's where my money is located.
Yes. Yes.
But aside from that, I don't know if the Orndul cultists might have sacked the place. I don't know if they're still there. Transparently, I'm not sure what you'll find. But at the very least, it would be good to know.
Well, thank you, Bernie. Thank you for your knowledge and your croissant.
It is my... Oh, God, what is your welcome in French? I knew it. I don't know it anymore.
It's like pas de problème, or you could say ma plaisir, perhaps, or mon plaisir, I
Bianca
believe.
speaks way more French than she's letting on. FYI.
Non, je ne parle français.
You're like just
Do the
in
whole
French.
stream in French. I won't know what's going on.
French is canonically the language of gnomes.
Aha!
Yes.
I was
Oui, oui, mon ami.
Oh,
He attempts.
All right, Super Sleuth. What do we need to do to get on the road?
I think we just go outside and start walking. I'm assuming.
All right, let's go.
He kind of directs you
Almost a
like the
hill
road
burning.
where
Okay.
you can enter into the dogwood as well.
Okay.
He'll
This,
give
this
that
way.
information.
This way. Okay.
That way, yes. And then
Okay.
keep going, and then you see
Bye,
it.
Bernardo.
Let's get out of
Bye,
here.
Bernie. Bye.
Bye.
We'll see you later.
All of you, as you're kind of leaving, and kind of just throughout this conversation, just give me one wisdom check, each of you.
Okay.
And that's a D20, correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
And then you let me know if it's prime. Oh, that's pretty dice. It matches your outfit.
My brother-in-law got these for me.
That's so cute.
Whoa.
Orange.
Just tell me if it's prime for you, and then add your modifier to the roll.
Mine is
I-
secondary, and I rolled a 6 plus, so it's 7. So
Okay.
secondary 7.
I
Beautiful.
got primary 15.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Mine is secondary, but I got an 11 plus 1. I got 12.
Okay. This escapes Bianca and Orb, but Drew kind of
Whatever.
didn't even want to know anyway. As you are closing the door, and Bernardo's kind of... Bernardo, you got me saying Bernardo now. And Bernardo's kind of waving goodbye.
Is that not his name?
Oh, his name is Bernard.
It's Bernard.
But then I was
Bernardo works.
I'm gonna call you Burrito.
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 I say burrito. Whatever.
Bernard. It's like those movies where it's like they just keep saying the person's name wrong. They keep correcting. It
That's one of my favorite
sorry.
bits forever.
Bernard.
Okay,
He's
okay,
kind of
okay.
waving goodbye
Wisdom.
as you're kind of closing the door, and it kind of catches your eye. His room is like torch lit, and it kind of casts these like wavering kind of shadows across the room. His shadow is completely static and not moving. That's just something that you catch as you're leaving. You do recall that what's his name? Angus had been kind of telling you guys that there are some peculiarities of people that have been in the dogwood, but that's just something that kind of catches your eye. You can choose what to do with that information.
Say that last part again.
That's just something that kind of catches your eye. Like, you can choose what you want to do with that information. Oh my god, it's Savage. Thank you so much for gifting those subs. You rock.
Thank you, Savage.
We love
Thank you,
buddy.
Savage. I wonder, Drew, since you heard that, should we just I don't know, look around the room a little bit before we leave? Like, see
For a
if there's.
spell, shall you cast one?
Sorry, my camera is fucked up.
I'm like,
Oh,
I was like,
I'm sorry. Every time I do this, I'm just trying to fix my camera. I swear. I'm sorry.
oh, got it.
I
but
like
yeah,
it.
whatever you guys wanna do.
Pause. Time out.
At
But-
this point, you have kind of closed the door on Bernard's
Okay.
room.
Okay.
But you can choose to reopen it. You can do whatever you want with that information.
I mean,
just wanted
there
you
may
to
not
have
be
it.
anything there. I don't know, but
Okay, so he's definitely like. What's it when you're haunted on the inside?
Possessed.
Possessed.
Haunted on
Something's
the
going
inside.
on. Why are we having trouble with words? Is it because we're actually French? Is that what?
I am French. I do not know
You
what
know
is
what? We haven't had our mystical coffee yet, so I
That's
get.
true.
Okay, so I'm telling you guys, something's definitely up with that dude. He's probably possessed. Maybe everything he was telling us was wackadoodle and backwards.
Yeah, I think we should go into that village that he told us not to go into, by the way.
Well, because yeah, I'm just saying.
Well, then let's just head on out on the road.
Let's
Maybe
go.
that's
There's
just
only one way to
okay.
find out.
Yeah.
And what's the worst that could happen?
Well, you know.
On that note,
Oh no!
it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. You guys strike out, going ahead and leaving the Longhouse Inn and Greenbrier.
Oh, I thought you meant like a baseball term.
Immediately.
Like, how did we strike out?
Strike out. You're done. You've lost. The lost castle.
You guys are already lost.
And the game's over. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. Super appreciate it. Yeah, but you head out. You don't stop to talk. I just want to make sure I don't skip over anything. If there was anything you guys were wanting to do in the tavern or.
I think we're ready. I think we're ready to wood dog it up.
Go. Let's go to the dogwood.
Send Storm a little further ahead just to kind of like scout.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Maybe I'll send Beatrice out as well.
Sure.
Yeah, how heavy is Beatrice? Maybe Beatrice can be upon him.
But maybe Beatrice sees what's on the ground and Storm
That
sees
makes
what's
more
above.
sense. What I said was just me wanting to see your cat ride on top of Storm.
Well, okay. Well, we have to have that happen
At
at
some point.
today.
At
Yeah.
some
Like a
point.
little
It'll
saddle.
happen. We'll do a little storm saddle.
How do I check if he can do that, or is there anything I need to roll?
So, maybe. So you can't like see through your pet's eyes or anything like that. Is
How do
that
you
right?
know? I'm just kidding.
Well,
No.
maybe.
No. I can't see through his eyes, but
Okay.
we do have like a very intuitive connection. Like if something,
Sure.
if he's like something's wrong, like I immediately sense something's gonna.
Yeah. And they can kind of generally understand the basics of like, go look for this and tell me if you find it. So
Steering us one way or the other, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's say, like, do you want him to look for danger? Or the two of them, Beatrice and Storm, do you want them to look for, like, danger on the road? Or you want them to, like, look out for, like, branching paths on the road? Or, like, is there anything that they want to come back to tell you? if they
Mainly
find?
danger, but yeah, anything out of the ordinary that stands out. Like,
That's
oh,
what I would say. Something that feels like bad feeling, bad vibes,
Okay.
you know?
Also, once we get into the woods, one of my spells is being able to detect pits and snares. So any
Ooh,
danger that might be there, like traps or whatever,
perfect.
I can do the spell to reveal that.
Amazing. Is that something, excuse me, that like you roll for, or like what does the feature say for your
It is
class,
a
or-
spell, so I guess I would
Ooh,
roll
perfect.
do a spell.
Do you have like the page number for the spell?
I don't.
Well, that's fine. For ease
I have the book in
of-
front of me.
Let's
but-
just say, like, for the next, let's call it 3 hours. If you spend that spell, just so we're not like looking around for it, unless you've got it quickly. It'll be easier for the three of you to kind of traverse with Drew kind of leading and focusing on watching the path ahead.
Right.
Which immediately kind of, as you guys approach like the mouth of the dogwood, there is a very clear kind of difference that you immediately feel in your bones between this wood and the rest of the Darkenfold. It's dark. It kind of has like a dusk-like quality underneath the boughs. All of the trees are clustered very, very close together. Thanks, Steve. Thanks for hanging out.
That's the spirit. Don't know.
Invent it. I always ask them rules
You're
questions.
drinking is Dr. Pepper.
Yay! I wish I had a
Are
Dr.
you
Pepper.
drinking a
That's
Dr.
so
Pepper
bad.
right now, Steve?
Make some hot Dr. Pepper. I just learned about that was a real thing.
That could be
yeah.
good.
Very Mormon.
Yeah.
Johnny
But-
Omaha put what Woodland Stride is here, just in the chat. Is that what you were referring to, Drew? Woodland Stride?
I see that you have a spell called Connect Pits and Snares, which I know is different.
Ah, okay.
Thank you.
But Johnny, thank you. Which actually, Druid, no matter what, kind of as you step into these woods with this ability, like, it's dense. The forest is very, very, very dense, but you feel pretty confident that you know where the trail is. It's not taking a ton of like extra effort to try to find it,
Okay.
which is actually
And
kind
I
of a
do
game
have
changer.
dark vision within 60 feet as a
Perfect.
race ability. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see pretty well, but just looking at this forest, like, there is something about it that feels darker, both literally, because there's
Right.
not as much sun coming through, but also just like that yuckiness that you kind of felt around Bernard, you feel here as you're kind of stepping into the dogwood. Something about it just feels like wrong and like you shouldn't be here.
Does anybody have anything that helps protect? I know we have spell resistance. Me and Drew does have spell resistance. But is there anything that we have in regards to protecting like our minds from going crazy or
Could be
something
helpful.
like
Well, I brought my Sudoku book because that's really
Oh.
good with keeping your mind
that? Oh my God.
very clear.
I have candy
Um,
Bianca with the dad jokes.
No, I don't think I do. I'm checking my stuff. I have like a spell resistance. And
Probably that's going to be affecting me more than y'all. So you'll just have to be aware that I might start saying funny stuff.
has it started? Has it started yet?
I already feel it.
No. Okay. Does Storm see anything? Castle
So-
Keeper.
As you kind of send Storm into the woods, yeah, go ahead and roll for Storm, actually. That would be awesome.
D20?
Yes. Yeah, and then just tell me the result. And I'm going to add my own bonus to it. Last time I had you add your modifiers to it, but I'm going to do it a little differently this time.
5.
Y'all are rolling beans. I'm so sorry.
Hey!
Maybe Beatrice will roll higher.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll for Beatrice. I'll say as you kind of are walking up, like, Storm goes into the dogwood, you don't see Storm again until
What?
you catch up to where he has landed on a branch and is kind of cawing into the woods. But then as he sees you round the bend, literally on this little like deer trail, it's very, very like maybe this wide, kind of shakes his head as if like in relief and flies back to your shoulder. Extra affectionate. Go ahead and roll for Beatrice.
Beatrice, I rolled a 13.
Ooh, okay.
Cats are your Beatrice is appeared Storm right now, I guess.
Well, cats are pretty great.
Beatrice,
Goodbye.
you guys have been walking through the woods for about like an hour now, we'll say.
Oh,
And Beatrice kind of sprints back to you, Bianca, after some time, seemingly having maybe encountered something and run away from it.
Okay, y'all, we gotta be hyper vigilant. There might be something bad up ahead.
Well,
there might be
one of
something
my race abilities is
bad.
I have enhanced senses, so I also sense something might be off.
Ooh, wow.
So do I.
There's a 30% chance it's already raining.
Is that from Mean
How
He has a ring.
I want to know how dark it is, right? Because I have light stuff, so if I need to use it, I can.
Sure. It doesn't seem like you need it quite yet, but
Okay.
maybe once actual dusk starts to fall, it's going to be darker than dark in here.
Ooh, can I use a spell?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I have a spell that mending where I can do short whispered communication at a distance. And I want to see if there's something that we can't see that I can communicate with.
Is that called mending?
Yes. Hold on. Page 182. Let me actually check what it do. It's called message. Okay.
Message.
Then I probably miswrote it. I am dyslexic.
You're perfect. I'm so
That's
sorry.
hilarious. I don't know why I wrote mending, but
I'm mending,
thank
just
you
healing my
for
mind
the
with yours,
assist
man.
in the chat. Oh wow, this is so helpful. Lucian, I don't know what the caster can
Finger-
whisper messages and receive a reply with little chance of being overheard. The caster points a finger at one creature to be included in the spell, must mouth the words and whisper. So do I have to be able to see the creature? Magical.
Let's roll for it. If you just
Okay.
like point in a direction, the direction that Beatrice came from, and we'll see if it works.
Okay. D20?
D20. And then
Okay.
I've got a number in my head that you'll need to hit.
Oh, Johnny's helping us in the chat with all the spells.
Johnny,
Thank
listen,
you,
we love you.
Johnny.
We appreciate you, my man.
He
Thank
really
you.
is Johnny on the spot.
Yeah.
Nice job. I
I
like that
got
Sundance kid.
lucky
We're
number
still learning.
13.
Ooh. So, yeah, you point out. What do you say?
I say, what are you? 2 questions.
Who,
Who's your
comma.
daddy and what does he
Who's your
do?
daddy?
Question first. Is that how mystical beings work?
You send this out, and it starts out. You hear this response kind of come through in your head, and at first, it's almost like you're not even sure fully like what you're hearing. It's like a buzzing that kind of turns into a low whine as it gets louder. And suddenly, like, just for a moment, your head, as this volume ramps up, is full of just like some kind of scream. It's otherworldly, it's cold, it kind of feels like a metal talon like down your ears. Like, it's just bad. As that's happening, it'll be fun. Give me wisdom checks, all 3 of you.
You got it.
You're having a little too much fun. Almost like you're about to throw something at us. I dropped my D20.
Oh no!
Okay, we're doing a wisdom check.
Yes.
All right. So it's my primary, and I rolled a 19, and then my modifier is 2.
Wow.
You said you
I
rolled
rolled
a 19?
a 15.
My brain's spaced.
Yes, I rolled a 19, and my
Thank
modifier
you
is
so
2.
much. Beautiful.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I rolled a 14 and my modifier is 1 and it's secondary.
Okay, perfect.
Mine
Very cool.
secondary. I rolled a 13. My modifier is 1, so 14.
Okay. And then Drew, was that primary or secondary?
Primary.
Beautiful. Incredible. Again, Drew, being like in tune with the woods, as weird as these woods are, you just barely hear them before you see them, which is another kind of note just about this environment. Sound is kind of muffled here. It's really hard to like, almost kind of like speaking underwater, like sound isn't traveling as far. But you hear it. You hear a twig snap as these 2, you could call them dogs. You wouldn't be wrong. These big black dogs that have like their skin and their muscle is kind of stretched over bones that are like too long for their bodies, as if their bones have been like elongated. The edges of their shadows are kind of tinted red. And as they kind of take a step, you see in their footprints the kind of dead leaves and like sticks and stuff that they were stepping on is like reduced to like sticky black tar that kind of pulls up attached to their paws as they're walking. And they're standing just off of the path, and both of them are kind of like, as you see them, they freeze and they look at you, and then a lip kind of goes up as one of them growls.
Do we have to fight them?
I think you should probably go ahead and roll initiative.
Do something to protect us, since you are finding out about this earlier than us.
Okay.
You don't have to fight
I
them.
use my
You need to
wisdom
fight
to
them. Let's
ask.
get along with the poochies.
to
So I'm like,
answer.
I feel like the way she described it sounds scary and bad. So maybe that's something we don't want to deal with or and protect ourselves. So I roll a 20?
You'll roll a d10 this time.
D10,
And also,
D10.
you never have to fight anything.
We could just
True.
like lay down, right?
Yeah. Or
Like, I wanna
find
get
other...
ahead
Guys,
of
we're not gonna survive.
No, okay.
Red.
I rolled a 2.
Okay.
I know. I rolled a 2, and then
Oh, but this is just for initiative, remember?
Yes.
yeah.
I forgot what that means.
I was saying.
So rolling for initiative is who's going to be like the order of our combat.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. And so I
Oh,
rolled.
snap.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, and I rolled a 3.
Okay.
Are we rolling a d20?
A
D10.
No,
A
10.
D10.
Okay. Hold on, gotta find it. No.
No.
Cool.
No.
It'll kind of look like this. I grabbed the clear one for total optimization.
That's so pretty.
Thank you.
I
like
should
the
get some real dice.
Like
Die?
this?
Dice.
Yep.
You actually have extra, Rachel, so I should just bring you some.
I really want to get pink ones.
I'd be
though.
like, no. Okay. I got a 7.
Ooh. Okay. Perfect.
Don't touch my dice.
And
We
then-
literally have an abundance. I think we have like a couple of sets.
Was that
so
what Bone said?
Yeah.
I feel like we can lend one to Rachel. I mean, beyond.
Okay, so Drew, you're technically last in the initiative order, but since you detected this before everybody else, is there anything that you do before this combat kind of kicks off?
I tell them about it.
Hey.
Hey, you might want to. Hey, I know you guys don't know this, but I have some intel.
Puppies.
There is a scary puppy. It might be bitey, so we might need to do something about
Be.
it. Good luck. I'll be right.
Thank
I'll
you.
be right behind you. I'll be right behind you two.
Swear to God.
I'm gonna check in the back. You two go ahead first.
Check in the back.
Is it my turn?
Yes, yeah.
Can I do a spell?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I have a hypnotism, which fascinates 2d4 levels of creatures. Is that what those are? Can this work on these guys?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. So do I roll d20. Okay. Yes.
Do you have like the full description of the spell in front of you?
Oh, of course, immediately it's already in the chat because you guys are amazing.
Johnny rocks. Thank
I'm
you,
like
babe.
trying to find. Okay. Hypnotism level 1. The caster gestures and utters a droning incantation, which causes nearby creatures to stop and stare blankly at the character. Hold on. The caster can use this wrap attention to make suggestions and requests seem quite plausible. The spell affects 2d4 HD of creatures in a 25-foot by 25-foot area. Creatures with fewer HD are affected first. Only creatures that can see or...
Okay, perfect. So
Hypnotized creatures cannot move, though they can be snapped out of it if attacked or disturbed in any way. Hypnotized creature will not remember being entranced. Hypnotism will not succeed in the thick of battle or other dangerous situations. Sorry, there's a lot. I'm just trying to make
this
sure.
is perfect.
While the subject is hypnotized, the caster can make a suggestion. I think I got the
So
gist.
basically what I'll need from you, and we're going to boost it to 3d4 because of the dogwood being weird. Roll 3d4 for me. If that equals the total health pool of one or both of these dogs, like if their health pool is 8, for instance, and you roll 8 on the dice, then that first dog is affected.
Say it again. When you say 3d4.
Yeah, so that'll be these little like triangle dice. And you'll roll that 3 times. Or 3 of them.
Okay. But it just lands like a little triangle. Like, how do I know
You
which
shake
one?
it up. And it'll be whichever number is on the top. So like...
Oh, I get what you're.
One is on the top.
Oh, I get what you're saying. I see. I
3,
had
yeah.
this conversation earlier. I swear I'm gonna get better at this. 4 is on the top.
Beautiful. So do that 2 more times.
Okay.
Yeah, 4. That's a good start.
2 on the top for this one. One more time.
Yes.
3 on the top for this one.
I like how you roll, Carly.
Sorry, I just figured it's
It's
too
very
difficult.
cute. It's very cute.
That
Ah,
is,
it's like popping popcorn.
that is just enough to get one of them.
Holy
So-
Oh, you got one.
You kind of mutter these like incantations, and it's the other 2 of you see like the darkness of the dogwood. It
Sorry,
kind of
sorry. I have
embodies
to-
orb. It's perfect. That's exactly the vibe that we want.
Okay.
Yeah, the darkness kind of swirls around orb and kind of goes out their fingertips towards these dogs, and one of them, like those red eyes, they're not like red glowing eyes, but just kind of bloodshot red. They just kind of glaze over. And on that note, it is the dog's turn. So the
Not
one
Rachel's turn. Not Bianca's turn. Sorry.
The dog has to fight back.
Oh,
it'll
got it,
be
got it, got it.
Orb,
Whatever.
then dogs, then Bianca, then Drew.
Orb,
Because
then-
I roll initiative too.
Ah.
You're
So-
such a dog, Grace. You're such a dog.
You're a dog. The one is hypnotized, but the other one is going to lunge for.
I thought you said going to lunch.
I did too. I was like,
The other
oh,
one's going to lunch.
I was like, oh.
It is going to lunge for Drew because it made eye contact with you.
they're not.
And it is going to. I have its thing in front of me. It's going to go ahead and just like attempt to bite you.
Ooh.
Drew.
All right, that is going to be 4 points of damage. Or wait, no, I have to actually roll to hit you first. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Bad Poochie.
Ooh, okay. What is your armor class, Drew?
My armor class is
By
wait.
biting you, it is going for lunch.
I have a 12.
Okay, so that is going to hit you. I'll roll damage again. Ooh, I rolled higher. I'm sorry. It's gonna be 9 points of damage as
Ow.
its arm kind of clamps, or its mouth kind of clamps down around your arm.
Bad doggy.
Bad dog.
So, and then you know what to do when you take damage, right? You just subtract that from your HP.
So, what do I subtract? How many?
If you just want to keep track of it anywhere, just so you know how much health you have left. Some people do that on their character sheet. I like to just make a note of it off to the side.
Okay, and what? How much damage did it do again?
You took 9 points of damage.
Damn.
What is your HP,
It's a
Drew?
beefy
Or
My HP 17.
okay, well that's terrifying.
Oh,
Well, I'm just
terrifying.
I don't want you to get hurt.
Oh, don't worry. Let's keep going. I'm gonna look at what healing spells I have so I can
Yeah.
help.
Perfect. So on that note, it is now Bianca's turn. Bianca, what are you doing?
So I do have a class ability of fascinating an animal. Place 1 to 2 creatures into a trance. It gives them -4 to saving throws. I think I can do that right now.
Yeah. That's a great one to line up
Yay.
if someone else is planning to like do another like spell on them that requires like a saving throw.
Okay, so it's not good for right now. Is that what you're saying?
No, it totally could be if
Oh, okay.
if someone is planning to, you know.
Saving. I don't get what do you mean like a saving throw?
A saving throw is what a monster will make to resist something that you are doing to them magically. It doesn't happen with every kind of spell. Like your hypnotism spell, there was no saving throw. But for some spell, like it'll say if there's a saving throw that's required.
And the way that I understand it in the book is I
Okay.
don't need to roll.
That might be true. What was the name of the ability?
Fascinate. It's a class ability.
Oh, perfect.
Will they be hypnotized like I just hypnotized that one if she does this successfully?
I think
They have to be able to see and hear me. And
Oh, here we go.
distraction of nearby combat will prevent the ability from working. But I don't know, since we're in the combat, does that count?
I'm so sorry. Could you repeat that?
Oh, it's on it's on page 24.
Shoulder.
Page 24, it says creatures must be able to see and hear the bard, and the bard must also see the creature. Creatures must be able to pay attention to the bard. The distraction of a nearby combat or other danger will prevent the ability from working.
Ooh. Okay. I see it now. This
Oh
would be
yeah,
a great
my
ability
cat was
to
in the
use.
background. Okay,
Yeah.
great. It does say the bard can use music, poetry, chanting, speech, whistling, playing an instrument, or any combination of the above to produce the intended effect. So I guess it's time for my Britney Spears
Or
impression.
your
It has
weekly song.
Let's
For my weekly song.
go.
Stop. Wait, is my mic working?
It's working.
Stop. Doggies. Don't hurt my friends, please. Stop. They don't want to be bitten. If you do, then we won't be smitten. Stop. Please become entranced. If you don't, I might pee my pants. Stop. Get out of our face. One day you will be replaced.
Incredible.
The crowd goes wild.
That's my dance move for it, y'all.
Amazing. Literally no notes. Incredible. So now I make a saving throw to see if they fall for this.
And they have
No.
-4 to their saving throw.
Yes.
Oh, and do you want the dog that is up or the dog that is down?
Because one's entranced already, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So the one that is not entranced is
Okay.
what I'm focusing on.
Well,
It does say I can do 1 to 2 creatures. Beatrice is here as well.
Beatrice!
Baby.
Oh, she's no pumpkin spice.
God. That's a natural 2. I'm rolling beans. Okay. So
well,
this
I am a
dog,
good
too,
singer.
a great singer, clearly. Yeah, this second dog, its jaws unclamp around Drew,
Ugh.
and it kind of just like its jaw kind of goes slack, and it's kind of staring at nothing. From this point
Scary.
on, I think until it's attacked, it has a -4 penalty to all saving throws and a -5 to armor class. It's a great time to hit it. Excellent
Great.
turn, Bianca.
Great.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Yes.
It's my turn, right?
Yes.
Drew cannot wait
Okay.
for revenge.
So
Let's go.
look, look, that hurt so bad. Okay? I was just gonna entangle it. We're done with that. Sickle time.
Let's go.
You're gonna sickle this dog? Even though it's a bad dog, I kind of feel bad for this dog.
Down,
Carly!
boy.
Yeah. So
I
what
can't
do
help it,
I
I'm a
need to
dog
roll
person.
to sickle it?
So you'll need to roll a d20.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
And then you will have a bonus. That'll be on your character sheet.
That's my dog in the chat, baby driver
Okay, here we go. Rolling.
emoji.
The bonus will
Okay.
be your strength
Ooh,
modifier.
okay, so I rolled my d20 dice. It came out to 19 and
Natural 19. Goddamn.
Wow.
Let's
What else?
go.
I don't want to jinx myself because I just have flashbacks of times I rolled beans and it was awful.
2 plus your strength. Okay, so it was a 19, you said?
It was 19, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, I was just taking a look at your bonus to hit and your modifier. So yeah, you absolutely cleave this thing. You can go ahead and roll damage.
Roll damage. So
Get
the
'em.
d20 again.
No. So the damage for the sickle,
A look
I don't
in Drew's
see that
eyes.
on your character
Your
sheet.
revenge.
Sorry, my nose itchy.
You're like, did it die? Can I hit it again?
Sorry, I gotta find what the damage is for a sickle. I don't see it in your character sheet.
Man, I got sickled.
Oh,
That's sick.
two.
Err.
That's
Damage
sick,
two.
bro.
Is that it?
Johnny Omaha says 1d4.
Thank you, buddy. Then yeah, go ahead and roll 1d4.
Thank you, Johnny.
It feels like Johnny
Appreciate it,
Omaha is
man.
kind of like our stage manager / executive assistant.
Oh,
Do you
Okay,
want to be
totally.
the manager?
I
Do you
rolled a
want to be the manager of the Cats Out of the Bag?
What'd you say you rolled?
2.
Perfect. Yeah, you cleave into this thing. You heard it really bad. It is still standing, and it is, I think, roused from its fascination.
Did you say that it had negative to its damage things from my thing that you assessed that? Okay,
Yeah,
great.
yeah. So you way hit it. It's awesome.
It's still alive?
It is still alive.
My God, how powerful are these things?
Not one-hit wonders. Okay, with that, we go back to the top of the round, and it is Orb's go. Orb, what do you do?
Or
What should I do? What do you guys think I should do?
Attack them.
attack it.
Double down on the one that's wounded, right? The other one's
Because that's the other one's in the trance still, yeah.
Yeah, so definitely.
Was there 3 of them? Am I crazy?
What?
Was there 2 or 3?
Two.
Two.
Oh, I was like, you guys, there's like another dog. I feel like we should do something.
Maybe
Okay,
it's a
is there
squeak toy.
any way? I know. I feel like I can't use fascination again because I already used it. I guess I feel like I'm not that strong. Not trying to like. What do I have? I have darts. I have a staff. Maybe I should hit it with my staff.
It's never a bad move.
Okay, I want to hit it with my staff, but then can I also have Storm like dive bomb it like with me so I had like a backup? Like
Ooh.
at
Yeah, if you hit, I'll give you 1 extra damage.
1
He's just a
strong
little
falcon.
birdie. He's just a
It's
little
not
guy.
a cockatiel. Grace.
Johnny says staff is 1d6 damage.
Thank you,
Okay.
Johnny.
I was like, what's
Oh,
DMG?
I'm rolling
You'll do the d20 first, yeah.
Okay.
And then you add 2 to whatever you roll on the dice.
I got a 13, so I got a 15.
That
Oh.
hits. Beautiful.
Yo.
So go ahead and roll a d6. That's one of these like little squares, and add 1 to the result.
Which one?
The little
I think I
square
need to like
guys.
put labels on these before the game. Oh, just the normal dice.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
You're like D6. I'm like, so a normal die.
I forget that those are like regular all the time.
I only rolled a 1.
So you get a total of 2.
Okay, total of 2. So, total of 2 what?
2 damage because you get 1 on the dice plus 1 from Storm.
Storm.
But what about, doesn't the staff do 6 damage?
No, it does 1d6 damage. So it's whatever number you roll on the d6.
No.
The more you know.
No.
It's one of the most painful things ever, rolling a 1 on the dice, but it makes the 6s feel godly. It'll all come back around. But yeah, you and Storm together just dive bomb this thing. It is looking not well. It is still alive, but it is not well.
God, why won't you die? Isn't that from
Just
some movie?
die. Okay, we're now to the dog's turn. The one is hypnotized. I just gotta find out how many rounds that goes for.
Indefinitely, the whole game. He will be my hypnotized little bitch pup.
Forever. New pet.
I mean, if it's a girl dog, it technically is.
It already is technically a bitch.
Technically.
Officially.
That's the thing.
I call my female dogs bitches all the time, and I don't even think it's an insult. I'm just telling them what they really are. You know?
They understand. They get it.
They're in their kennels right now because they would be too crazy while we're playing this game.
Oh.
They're
Free
taking a
them.
nice
They did nothing wrong.
free them.
We call it
People
their
always think
house.
kennels are like cages. I'm like, they love their kennels. They go in them like their bedrooms.
Yeah,
If
it's
you
their
train
little safe
kennels,
space.
they're a little safe space.
I can never remember the name for a kennel, so I always call it a cage. And
Yeah,
then
people call it.
and I'm like, I mean, it is a cage, but I'm like, people say go to your place or go to your house. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. That sounds
Like, sometimes they say Ken, and then James's dad's name is Kenny. So when I was saying Ken, he's like, "Are you giving me a nickname?" I was like, "No, that's our nickname for the dog's kennel. But if you want me to call you Ken, I get Kenneth, Kenny,
Oh
Kenneth."
shit. Okay, with hypnotism, I actually I missed this. It doesn't work in combat.
oh,
I'm so
But
sorry.
I did it. But I did it before
Yeah.
they.
We'll say it kind of falls out of it now.
Mm.
Combat had kind of already started. I'm so sorry.
Do 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 do.
Or, well, you know what? Actually, like
But like, if it never got a chance to fight, it's
you
not
were
in
the first one who went, so
Yeah, I was.
yeah. All right, let's call it that. But now that combat has started, the hypnotism falls out of its
okay,
eyes. I'm
so
so
something
sorry.
else.
But that's its action.
Full.
And then the other dog is gonna stand up, shake its head, and it is
It's like,
going
"Whoa."
to attempt.
It's gonna go.
It is in fact Scooby Doo.
He's gonna do like a cute little head tilt, and then he is going to go in for a claw attack at Orb, who just hit him with a staff because he doesn't like that. I need to roll the hit before I roll.
He's
the
not
damage.
entranced.
Another
Fascinated.
natural 2.
Oh, okay.
He is no longer entranced because he's been attacked.
Yeah. Okay.
So he goes to kind of swipe at you with a claw. It goes wide. Does not hit you. It is now Bianca's go with Drew on deck.
Oh, I just realized I probably should have healed Drew. I didn't even think about that. Whoops.
It's fine.
It'll be fine.
Fine.
It'll be fine. Okay, so I did my fascinate thing. Okay, so what if I do have this thing called Exalt Charisma, help allies succeed. Give them a +2 bonus. That may not be allowed during combat though, now that I say that.
It might specify if you've got the page number handy.
From melee.
It's a class ability. Here we go. It's page 23. Inspire companions and listeners, allowing them to surpass their normal level of performance. Oh, I have to sing again. I'm so sorry.
By sorry, do you mean you're welcome?
Exactly.
With a successful attribute check, a bard can help allies succeed at a task.
It doesn't affect attack rolls, but if you guys have to make any sort of like saving throws, or if there's something you want to try to do besides attacking, then that would apply here. It
I
just
guess
won't
the
help
fear
those
would
who
be
won't
if
attack.
Drew needed to do a saving roll, it could help her, right?
That's true. Yes.
I just don't want you to die, Drew.
That would be
that's fine. I don't want
Should I do that, or should I just throw my dagger at it? What do you guys think?
What was the other option?
To try to affect them in a way that helps to exalt charisma onto Drew to help them have a +2 bonus if she needs to do a saving throw on her next turn.
I say do that, and I also say you should see if Beatrice can do like a swipe at them. You know what I mean? Like I've been doing with Storm. Like, see if you also can get an extra thing if you're doing something.
Beatrice is very good with slinging that dagger. You know what I'm saying?
I
Your little
well,
pink
that's why,
paws
that's why
just
these little
goes-
animals are around. They gotta help us out.
Okay, then I'll exalt charisma.
Which one?
It says I think I have to roll though with a successful attribute check. So it's the charisma check, correct?
Charisma cat. Get it?
Oh, you know what? I think with the way this is written, so it looks like this is the type of thing that you'd have to do like simultaneously when someone is attempting something. Maybe? Or am I
Oh, so maybe I can't do it during combat because of the initiative.
With a successful attribute check, a bard can help allies succeed at a task. The ally gets a +2 bonus. Yeah, whatever.
Check the
Whatever.
chat.
Just go for it. Just do a charisma
Ani just
check.
said something about
And
might
if you
help.
get a 12, then we'll say that it goes through and Drew gets a +2 bonus on whatever they do next, as long as it's not an attack.
Okay, so yeah, I'll do this, and then Beatrice is gonna try to hit the one that's still alive.
Perfect. So just give me 2 d20 rolls.
Okay,
One for your
so-
charisma check, and then one for Beatrice's attack.
Okay, so my charisma check, I rolled an 8. However, I have +2, and it's primary.
It
So it's
just
10?
falls short. I'm
Oh,
so sorry. You need a
fiddlesticks.
12. I'm so sorry.
Fiddlesticks. Okay, so then Beatrice rolls a no.
Is it a natural 1? Oh, baby.
That freaking cat.
So
Your bird is the reason we're okay.
No,
Anyway,
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
so Beatrice goes to swipe at this thing, and somehow, like, it swipes and the dog swipes going for orb, and somehow Beatrice ends up on its back, kind of riding it, not having a great time.
okay,
At least she's on its back. Thank God.
she's okay. Yes, dogs and cats living together.
I don't think, no matter what happens, I don't think Castle Keeper is gonna kill.
I would
Storm
never kill.
or
Yeah.
like no one's gonna want to keep watching if the animals die.
I know. I just want Beatrice to succeed and not have little slight injuries. You know.
No, for sure.
When
But
the
it's like in
illusion of
movies,
danger.
like when they show someone like killing a dog, you immediately are like, "Fuck that person."
Like,
Oh, sorry.
nope. Oh, that's fine. We can swear. It's fine.
No, I know, but I'm still like,
Think about the children, Carly.
All the kids
Yeah.
that watch
wait,
Trailer
well, who was
Games for
it? I
wholesome
think it was,
content.
remember when someone was really concerned about me swearing and then they swore? I
Was
remember.
that me?
I said the word bitches. Okay.
I know.
I said
but
the
just
word
remember
bitches.
everyone making a big deal that I was gonna be the first one. I wasn't.
Can we get some F's in
You've
the
already
chat?
said the word bitches today. Anyway.
F for profanity, please.
That's in the chat.
Anyway, that was Bianca's turn. Drew, it is your go with orb on deck.
Okay. I'm gonna hit it again with my sickle.
Let's go. Go ahead.
Can you
and
heal
roll.
yourself, Drew? Is it possible for you to do any heal to yourself and then also do that what you're saying?
Yeah, I definitely can.
That-
I have some first aid,
Without
so
healing yourself.
can I do a first aid and a sickle in one turn?
No,
No?
sorry. Yeah, you get one action.
One axe.
One action.
I'm not trying to be like super careful, but I do think you should heal yourself because you've taken quite a bit of damage.
That's
and this
true.
is-
I have like half. All right. I'm about to do my sickle and I go, wait a second. I'm actively bleeding out.
Oh no.
Get my sickle out. And I do my first aid spell
Okay.
on my dog wound.
Beautiful, beautiful. It's clean, first of all. You clean it and prevent any further infection that might have settled in.
Some Neosporin.
Some Neosporin.
I'm sorry. Let's not do product placement. Antibiotic ointment.
Yeah, some bandages. First aid. Sorry, I'm just looking for the.
Oh, yeah, let
Johnny,
me,
thank you.
Johnny on the spot is here.
Johnny,
When we get off, let's go over your character sheet and get some additional info in there.
Yes. First
Infection.
go. Oh, here it is. Page 150.
Okay. It magically bandages any wound on the creature's body, preventing further loss of hit points from bleeding. It prevents infection but cures no damage. A wound that would have otherwise potentially have become infected now is no longer at risk of doing that. Your health is still the same.
Oh, nice.
Well, you might have gotten infected with something, and
would have lost your arm.
yeah, you
Thank
need
you,
that
RPGs.
arm.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
You'll
That
need
would have
it.
been really cute if I was like one armed.
Furiosa status.
Yeah. But then I would be spiteful and more powerful.
I thought she had like a heals light wounds thing.
You might, maybe. But go ahead and
You
take
had
a look
that.
at what you
That's
got.
what I meant when I thought you were going to use that.
Do I have? No, I don't. I mean, that's nothing I have on my sheet.
Well, let's move on for now, and then we'll come back to you and see what you want to do. Orb, it is your go, and then the dogs are on deck.
Okay, question. I have so I also have bandages wounds, and I also have heal light wounds, which would help, I think would help you, Drew. Cures level 1d8 damage. But so what do you guys think though? If I go to heal you, they're going to attack us. So should I use my action to heal, or should I try to attack? What do you guys think? What do you have, Rachel? Because you're going to be after.
I'm gonna have to attack. And I'm not a very good attacker, but I can do it. I would think you are.
I'm not a very good attacker either. The illusionist version of the spell acts in the same manner with one important exception. The spell recipient of the spell must make an intelligence saving throw. If the creature fails the saving throw, the spell acts normally. If the creature makes the saving throw, the spell fails as the creature realizes that the spell is an illusion. The illusionist cannot cause damage to undead. Beautiful cat. Cue light wounds. Okay.
But curing light wounds does not help damage. Is that correct?
Cure light wounds does help damage.
Oh, cure light wounds does help. Okay.
No saving throws needed.
I mean, I don't want her to die, so
I'm not
No, for sure.
I'm not gonna ask you guys to make a saving throw to do a cure wounds spell either. I know that every table kind of does that differently, but
Chat.
try
What
to
do you
heal
think I
them.
should do? Do you think I should cure Drew, or do you think I should attack the dogs? What should I do, chat?
Yeah, tell us. Help.
I
can
want
tell you
to
what
not
I would
be
usually do.
responsible for my actions.
what would you usually do, Grace?
So my typical strategy with like combat is to focus on getting the enemy down first and then heal once it's over, because it's hard to like stay ahead of damage like in combat.
That's smart.
Yeah, it's
But
kind of like
this
you're
is your guys' combat, whatever you want to do.
empty out the. Okay, I'm gonna hit it with my staff, and I also want Storm to kick some ass.
Beautiful. So go
Okay.
ahead and roll a
Okay,
d20. And I don't know if I had you do this last time, but go ahead and roll a d20 for Storm as well to make sure that he's able to help you. Because
Okay,
I think I did that for Beatrice.
I got a 9.
What did
Come
Storm
on!
get? Or,
Maybe that could be
There you
Storm's
go.
die. That's Storm's die.
and also,
Let's
what
see
are
if I
your
rolled
bonuses?
more.
What are your bonuses too? Is it like just a 9
Well,
on the dice?
that one I got a 15. Can that be mine? And can the 9 be yours?
Unfortunately, I don't think so. But let me look at your
you
character
asked
sheet.
me-
Did you add your bonuses to that, or was it just a 9 on the dice?
Bonuses. Which one do I look at?
So staff, I'm looking at your character sheet here. It'll have a +1 bonus to hit and a +1 modifier.
Oh my God, I didn't even do that for the last time we rolled. No, so that would be, I would have an 11.
I'm so sorry. The number you need is a 12. I'm so
Come
sorry.
on, bro.
I'm sorry. But we'll
But I'm
say
the dog.
with Storm attacking, you do get a point of damage against it. This thing is
What did he do?
barely,
I'm just kidding.
barely hanging on. To the bed.
I'm grateful for this ridiculous Cujo dog that won't give up.
They're just built different in the dogwood. It is the dogwood.
Well, yeah, they're clearly demons of some kind.
A dog of the dogwood. So that
wonder
was
if I should
Orb. It is
use
now
my-
their turn. The dog.
I have a
is
spell
gonna-
that. Oh, sorry.
No, you're
Never
perfect.
mind.
It's gonna go for, excuse me, Bianca. I am just rolling shit. That's a 4.
Haha.
So it lunges for you, gets air. Its leg is barely like holding it up anymore. It's just, this thing is looking very, very rough.
Oh,
Dare I say it's ready to die.
good.
The
Let
other
it
dog is still
go.
hypnotized. Bianca, it is your turn.
Yay! Okay, I'm gonna try to attack this thing.
him up.
I have. Oh, sorry, I thought I heard something. I'm gonna throw my dagger because I have a +2 modifier on it, so that would mean it's a potentially better option, right?
Yeah.
throw my dagger. Sorry, it says 1d4, so I roll a 1d4, right?
So you'll roll a d20 first.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a d20 first.
And
So
then
I
you'll
rolled
add-
a 13.
Dang, you've got really good bonus to hit and modifier for this. This is awesome.
So then do I add 2 to that 13?
Yeah,
no?
so you would add like your bonus to hit and then your modifier. That's all like in the weapons section of your character sheet. There's
Yeah.
like a category that says BTH and then mod.
Okay, I didn't realize both those numbers get added. Okay, great. So if I add 5, so then that's 18.
Yeah, that totally hits.
Whoa.
Holla!
Go
So what
ahead.
happens is, obviously, my dagger, I wield it aggressively above my head, and I am only 4 feet tall, so it seems like some short person is,
The dog
And
is
then
taller than you.
I loop it around like I'm in the Olympics, and I lunge it towards the dog, to get it hopefully in between its eyeballs.
That is exactly where it
Hey.
goes, embedding itself there. It had literally 1 hit point left. It was just hanging on by a thread. This thing falls
Oh
over,
my
dead.
goodness.
Immediately, it begins to steam.
Steam?
Oh yes.
Oh, what's it smell like? Super stinky?
Foul. It's really
Foul.
bad. It kind of smells like when you're really close to like a swamp and it's like that kind of poopy smell.
Like a bog.
It smells like bog.
Oh, bog and dog rhyme.
There
Bog dog
is
sweat.
still 1 dog standing.
Still one
At this
dog
point, it kind of like shakes its head as if
Yeah,
shaking
okay.
off the effects of what had been done to it. Drew, it is your go with Orb back on deck.
Oh, I'm sickling it real hard.
Go.
Yeah. So what do I roll for that bad boy?
You'll roll a d20 first, and then you'll add your bonus to hit and then your modifier to it.
Okay, I rolled a 10. Bonus to hit.
That should be on your character sheet.
Yes. A 2 and then modifiers.
Your modifier will be your whatever your strength is. Whatever your strength
1.
modifier.
So
Perfect.
13.
Beautiful. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And then go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, damage, and that is a D22 or
No, that would be D4.
D4.
Yeah.
Got it.
Thank you, John. I appreciate it.
Got a 2.
Hey, nice. Yeah, you cleave into this thing. You take a healthy chunk of muscle out of its shoulder. It is still standing.
Oh.
It's still barking better than it's ever barked.
And then Orb, it is your go with the dog
Don't forget
on
+1
deck.
for STR.
For strength.
My turn?
Yes. Yes.
I'm so discouraged, y'all. I'm not gonna lie.
It's so
I'm not
tough
a
when the
good
rolls aren't
fighter.
there.
And I'm like, should I try another? I'm looking at like, I'm looking at my spells. I have a daze spell. Create L4 or less. I don't know what that means. Create L4 or less loses next action. Should I do that? Should I try to daze this Mother Barker?
Mother Barker.
That never hurts.
Let's do that.
All right.
Might
my
as
turn.
well. I don't want to just be hoarding all these spells. They're gonna reset by the next time. Okay, let me check here. Days, the enchantment clouds the mind of a humanoid creature with 4 or fewer hit dice so that it takes no actions. Humanoids of 5 or more hit dice are not affected. A dazed subject is not stunned, so attackers get no special advantage. A pinch of wool is needed to cast this spell. Can I do this spell?
Yes, definitely.
R.I.P. dog, not humanoid.
I
20?
mean, you definitely have some wool in your backpack.
Yeah.
I definitely am. I mean, this has a bit of wool in the pocket. I don't know why I was gonna eat it. Like that was the, like it somehow
Pocket
to
salad.
be part of the spell. I love eating wool. Okay, D20.
Perfect. So, it works. So you don't have to roll anything. I had to make a saving throw. It failed the saving throw because I've been failing everything. I've been rolling shit. I've been rolling absolute beans this whole session. So go ahead and describe what you do that like dazes this thing.
Okay, and then can Storm also just try to peck it at least once, try to get like a hit of damage too? Is that cool?
It'll take it out of the daze. if it does
Yeah, we
so.
don't want that.
Oh, okay, no. Don't do that, Storm. Okay, I'm like ruff, ruff, ruff. That's what I do.
Incredible. Speaking dog. You are getting sleepy.
You are. Just want an excuse to do dog noises.
Incredible. It is now the
Puppy
dog's turn.
power.
The dog does nothing because it is dazed.
Yeah,
it is. It is now Bianca's turn.
Yes.
Only
Okay.
lasts one round, so it's not dazed anymore now. But yeah, you have your action.
So
I
I
get
should attack it again, right?
You
'Cause-
should for sure attack it.
yes. Great.
Put it
Great.
down.
But like
Di-
it's dazed, so can she like get up and like slit its throat? I know that's like
my
really
God.
hard, what I just said.
Carly.
Like,
It doesn't render it like inactive. It just takes away its turn. So it just means when it's its turn, it can't actually like do anything. It's like dazed. But it like after that point, after its turn ends, it's not like
oh, okay, got
out
it.
of you know? Yeah.
And then as far as my dagger, does it like am I able to like go and grab it again? Or do I have to use a different one?
You can. Yeah. And that'll
Okay,
be
so-
free to do.
Like Thor's hammer, can she call
Wait,
it back
is
to her hand?
Beatrice still on this dog? Which dog is she on?
She was on the dog that collapsed, so she has now gotten
Okay,
off
so
of...
Beatrice picked up the dagger and brought it back to me.
Mhm.
And so I was like, yeah, Beatrice, let's throw this I'm sorry, dagger. Yeah, let's throw this dagger. And so I roll a d20, correct?
Yes, exactly.
And when I do that, I lift my dagger above my head and it goes blunk because I roll a 2.
Oh no! The twos.
And we can't help her in
It's a
any way.
disease. The
Can-
cat
can-
can make an attack of its own. Yeah.
Okay. And it went plunk. So now
Oh.
Beatrice is like, meow, meow, and her little paws go around the dagger, and she goes, meow, and I roll a d20, and it's an 11 plus
Yeah, it's way better at rolling.
I'm
plus
so
the 3 and the
sorry.
2. But don't
The
I add the
animal
3?
companions don't get the same. bonuses.
Okay,
I'm
that's
so
understandable.
sorry.
I hear you and understand.
So
then-
what if you, though, if you got a 2 and you had a bunch of plus ones or something? Well,
I think so. You have like +5 total.
Yeah.
So it would have been like
just
7.
wasn't enough.
The number that you need is 12.
whatever.
Six.
7 is so
So yeah, so my cat rolled an 11, and she went, meow.
It kind of does the same thing.
It goes plunk.
But yeah, picking that up, it is now Drew's turn with Orb back on deck.
Okay. Sickle.
Get him. Let's go.
All right. That's the 20. And
Yes.
I got an 18.
Whoa!
Those are the numbers we need.
Yes. And then I have a +1 for my strengthy poo. And then for the damage, I rolled a 4 or
Yeah, the D4. You roll this guy, and then just tell me whatever number's on top.
I rolled a 1 for damage.
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 Incredible.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's the damage of 2.
Oh, and then you add. I'm so sorry, Johnny. You're right. You add your strength bonus as well. So if
My
you have any
strength
sort
bonus.
of strength modifier,
Yes, I have a strength modifier of 1.
so that's 2 hits, or not 2 hits, but 2 points of damage.
Points of damage.
Ooh.
This thing is
Shall I
not looking
describe it?
so good. He's still standing.
Oh my God! Why won't
I
you?
know. They're stubborn. And
Doggone it!
we
We're
use
bad
the word
boys.
we use the word bloodied if something is like at its halfway kind of hit
Mm.
dice. It's looking a little bit bloodied at this point.
Oh,
No,
okay,
I'm like, what if we
okay.
just left it and just like let it bleed out?
That's true. Is it gonna
Not a
follow
problem
us?
anymore.
Can
We
always
could
find
probably
out.
just wander
I think
away.
that's how this game works.
You can always run away.
But like, if we fully kill it though, like, can't we like, I don't know, investigate or something? Like,
Well,
I
yeah,
feel
we could
like
explore if it has a little collar or something.
It's always an option.
You
Little
know.
number to call.
Oh,
Your
Yeah.
dog's lost.
But oops, I found your dog.
Thanks,
I should try to
Bones.
kill it if it's like almost dead.
Enjoy the pork chop, Bones.
Right?
Yeah, go for it. Whatever you'd like to do. Do you want to attack or cast a spell?
Oh my
or what?
gosh. My wife is making me pork chops.
Sounds awesome.
Your wife is here on
No,
this
you're.
game.
Yeah, I was like, your
Oh,
wife
Bones
is
is your
playing.
husband.
husband.
I was like, Carly's literally not making pork chops.
Right? I literally just texted him, when you get home, please take out the pork chops.
No,
and make it rest."
it's he says my wife is making me make pork chops because you're on this.
Oh,
Oh.
oh my God, what a man. Anyways, for his own food, I'm making him.
Incredible.
How dare I? Okay, I'm going to do. I think my staff is the thing that's like that does the biggest damage.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
those are
staff
the
it up,
skills. Let's go.
and I also want Storm to help me.
Sure.
Okay.
Fuck him up. Get him. Roll high. Oh, what is
Oh, can this be for Storm, not for me?
it? Sure. If you call it ahead of time, yeah. Just before you read me the. Technically, you're supposed to do it before you roll the dice, but
Oh,
we'll let it go this time.
Storm only got a 2.
It's a case of the twos right
The
now. I've rolled
Christian bird.
I've rolled like 3 2s, like in a row.
Okay, I got a 9, but it's plus 1. Okay, it's 11.
I'm so sorry.
Come on, it's almost dead.
It
Just let me
just
get a little
misses.
damage.
I'm so sorry. It like this thing is so stubborn. It like pulls just out of the way, just in time. It's on its last legs. It is now its go. It's gonna try to get one last bite.
Oh no!
It's gonna. Who do we want to go for? Chat. Who should I target?
Oh no!
Chat.
They're like, we hate it when Bianca sings terrible songs.
We got a
So-
Troll Lord Boone.
Is that their voice?
There's
Actually,
my-
There's like this Jerry Seinfeld stand-up where he talks about like when women do men's voices, like it's always the voice they do, and then the guy's like, "Who are you?" Who is
I'm doing your husband, Carly.
that? Oh,
the Troll
name's
Lord
Sh-
himself has
Anyway.
arrived to bestow a boon. Carly, you get a +1, making it a 12, making it a success. So, go ahead.
Thank you, generous Dr. Pepper God.
Go ahead and roll a d6 for damage.
Oh.
You need a 4
Dr. Pepper
to kill
God.
it. You need 4 points to kill it.
I got a 5.
How
Woo!
do you
Yes,
kill
you-
this fucking thing?
Thank God. I love dogs, but these dogs were sons of bitches.
Technically true.
Technically, yes.
Is there any particular way that you go about dispatching this thing, or do you just bonk? You know.
I kind of want to. It's
Oh my!
really horrible. I know you guys
Just roll
gasped.
quick.
You sickled it, Drew. Why is that so shocking to you, you violent druid?
I've just been hacking away.
I
Yeah,
think that's nicer than like cutting it more. Just sleep.
I
you
would
know?
probably rather have my neck snapped than be like.
If
have my throat-
I had to choose, I
I
If I were
quick
to
and
pick-
painless, like as quick as possible,
Let's go.
please.
I don't have like. I mean, I might have poison on me. I'm not gonna waste my poison on this dog.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
anyway.
So yeah, just
Oh,
really
God.
quick, it's over. Silence falls
cigarette.
once again. Now
exhausted.
deafening, like extra deafening silence over the place where combat once kind of filled this space. It's almost twice as eerie now. Yeah, these dogs are dead before you. Both of them, the smoke is kind of starting to like rise off of them. They're not hot.
They're not hot at all.
They're not
They're
hot.
not hot.
Wouldn't,
Oh.
honestly.
I find dead dogs really, really.
They're just not hot.
Hear me out.
Hear me?
Yeah, hear me out.
All right, let's not interrupt the castle keeper. Make all these hot jokes.
What time of year it is? It's springtime, but in the dogwood it doesn't feel quite so springy. Ugh.
Ooh.
Ooh. So
There are no cherry blossoms.
So, I mean, I do want to see if is a collar or something on the dog's person.
I wanted to hypnotize it, and like when my original plan was to hypnotize one of these turds and have them like guide us through the dogwood, but like apparently they were down only to murder us. So
DTF, down to fight.
that could mean
DTF.
those are such different interpretations. Down to
No,
fight.
DTF, right?
That goes
I'm
crazy.
totally DTF.
I'm gonna start using that. No lie.
Good.
Yeah. Is there any type of like, how do you go about doing this? What kind of attribute would you like to use to kind of search this
Oh,
thing?
that's a great question. I would look at my wisdom attribute, please. That makes sense, right, for this?
Totally. Yeah. Using
Okay.
your like intuition of like how natural creatures are and everything like that.
Yeah, making sure. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna investigate. So I'm gonna roll my d20, and I roll a 20.
Natural 20
Natural 20, the first of
Ooh.
today, I think.
and well earned after all of the twos in that combat.
Ah,
We had a case
it's
of the
still there's
twos.
still a 2 there, but it's got a 0 next to it.
It's in
Holla!
the right order now. Perfect. Okay, absolutely. So as you're kind of leaning over this thing, there is like it just kind of rockets into your brain, like you feel it in your intuition. Like this is not right. Like this creature isn't real. It doesn't exist. It was made this way. Whatever this creature is,
Run this way.
it was once probably just a regular like dog or wolf. But very clearly, like there are marks along it that are kind of consistent with creatures that have been manipulated by like arcane means. Certain types of like stretch marks and such that you recognize kind of on its body, under its fur.
Was it like a little multi-poo, and then an evil
I don't think
person came along and
No, because I can't handle that.
that's like really,
Instead of a
really horrible.
multi-poo, it became a multi-poo.
I definitely saw it as like a
Oh
mastiff
my
or like
God.
a great.
All right, moving on.
So this multi-poo. I realize you're saying I realize that it's not it was made to be evil. Ugh.
Yeah. It looks like this was once a natural creature through some intentional means, by whose it's kind of hard to tell without like more context, but someone did this.
Someone evil.
It was Katrin.
It could have been someone else, one of the cultist
Find this
people.
Katrin chick.
Katrin.
Katrin.
Without an H.
And there's nothing like on their person like a collar or anything,
Nothing like
right?
a collar. What I'll say as well, because this was a natural 20,
Yeah, give us the goods because of the natural.
the
one.
deets. It looks like this was blood magic. This was like a sacrificial magic that did this. Like that's kind of what the markings are like consistent with. You haven't encountered much like this before, but just in your investigating for cats out of the bag, you have seen it. But blood magic is particularly heinous. It requires like a blood sacrifice, usually a lot of it.
Oof.
So that's like
Well,
the extra
that's a
little
bummer.
bit that you glean.
Okay.
Bianca, do you have any like special things? You know how like race abilities, like how me and Drew have like how we can spot hidden doors or anything like that. Do you have anything like that for your character?
I can just decipher script or gain knowledge.
Exalt
I
is
have
very useful.
exalt charisma, which is what I did earlier, but not for like anything around these
Okay.
pups.
No worries. I just wanted to see if there was anything else you could do.
Johnny Omaha put animal empathy.
Oh yeah, I do have
in.
animal empathy. I guess if we see animals along the trail,
Oh,
or maybe I wonder, could I like put on some extra good glasses in my dark vision and look around to see if I see any animals and use my animal empathy to try to.
look, it says that the communication is more telepathic. So even though they're dead, is there any way that she can tap into?
Oh, I was even thinking of animals that are not we haven't encountered, like badgers.
Yeah, probably not these, but if you see other animals, then you could totally try.
Great, you should definitely do that.
Okay, so it's waiting until I hear them. Or, I mean, I see them.
Yeah, or if you want to go ahead and make a wisdom check to see if you can see any. Then
Sure,
go
why
ahead.
not?
While
Like,
you're
should
doing
we have
that,
communicated with these guys before we started killing them?
you did communicate with them. You sent a message to one of them, and you heard what was inside.
That's true.
I rolled a 1. Great.
The forest is quiet. It is so quiet. There's not even any bugs like buzzing around.
That's too bad.
While this is happening, Drew and Orb, what are you guys doing?
I need to heal up Drew, and am I able to heal just one of us? Because I think I have 1 hit from last time.
So if you have that spell once in your spell list, then you use it once. Like you have it as many times as you've
I'm
taken
gonna
it.
I'm gonna heal Drew because Drew there's no threats around and Drew took a really big hit.
That's probably wise.
I don't want Drew to die. Drew, are you grateful at all? I'm healing you. Hello, Drew. Hello.
I'm very grateful. I'm trying to I'm like looking up something really quick.
When you held it up, I like could not tell what it was.
It's the book.
Okay, I can tell. I can.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. So it cures level 1d8 damage. So you can roll a d8, and Drew will heal for that much.
Which I think she's only down by 9.
Yeah. If you roll max, that'll be awesome. A d8 is like this diamond shape right here.
Oh, sorry. Let me see. I have my character sheet blocking you. Oh, okay.
It's like this diamond shaped one. I remember the d8 because it looks like 2 d4s, kind of like put together a little bit, you know.
Oh, okay. I think I see. Oh wait, no. This is a D9. I'm like, do I not know basic? But these look like, they look like 80 and 20 and 30. That's not that one, right?
Right. That's a d10. It'll be like just kind of 4 sides.
This one has a 9. Hold on. Sorry.
No, you're perfect. 0, 0 rush.
Don't I have? I'm like, I think I have all. Okay. This. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, come on, 8. Drew needs a new pair of lungs. Just kidding. I don't know. I don't think your lungs got hurt.
It was just my R.
2.
Better than nothing. 2 hit points can be the difference.
Nothing.
2.
That's true.
We have had a case of the 2s.
We have.
This has been rough.
It's because it's Tuesday. I don't know. I was trying to make it like the Monday joke. It was stupid. Let's just move on.
No, you're good.
I fucking love that so much. It's Tuesday.
I
I cannot believe my ears. So yeah, Drew, you heal for 2 points of damage.
Oh, good. Let me change that then.
And then in the meantime, Bianca, you rolled your wisdom check, right?
Yeah, that was when I rolled the 1.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunate. But you did get some information about these
tiny.
creatures. And
Yeah, that's true.
is there anything else that you all want to do, either like with these dogs or?
Maybe we need to just keep moving, y'all. Like start moving down that
Or do
path.
you have
Or
any, like, special? Yeah, I feel like we should just look to see if we have any like race abilities or anything we might need to look around and see, or
well, I mean, it could be that this is all that we have for the spot. You know, and
No,
it's
for
just
sure.
like-
Yeah, I think we need to move it.
But
along.
do we, I have a question, Grace. Do we
Yeah.
need to like set up camp?
You will when it
Is
gets
that something
dark.
when it gets dark? Okay,
Yeah.
great.
When the day, or really like there's no rules. Like you can set up camp whenever you want. Just kind of
We need a
depending
nap.
when your abilities are getting kind of depleted, when your health's getting kind of low. If it makes sense for your environment, that sort of thing. You'll want to be mindful of it.
Ooh, because I can move silently. This ability allows an
Yes.
elf to move
Yes,
silently
I
and
do have a move silently
up to
ability,
one
Johnny.
half normal speed at no penalty. At more than one half and up to the character's full speed, the character suffers a -5 penalty to check. It's practically impossible to move silently while running or charging.
So should I move
So
silently ahead of you guys to see what's going on, and so other creatures cannot detect?
sure, but not too far ahead. We don't want to
No, remember,
separate.
we want to stay together and we want to make sure we're all mindful of the fact that our minds might go a little cray-cray in this
And we
place.
stay on the road. Down,
Stay on the road.
down the road. Down the Briar road. No one gets my reference because apparently they didn't watch Agatha all along.
I
Yeah,
just hear
no.
you say that and I think down, down, down by the river from Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay. So I think, I mean, Orb is half elf, so move silent. Oh, Orb can off. Johnny's saying Orb is half elf, so move silently. This ability can. Anyway, I can't read, and that's
I
all.
want to
For
do
you,
it.
Drew. Or, sorry,
Yeah.
for you.
So for me, if you guys are okay, I can move silently ahead and scope out danger.
Yes, but
Danger,
not too far
danger.
ahead. And can I also move silently because I don't have a penalty? So why? What? There's
Yeah.
no. I can bring up the caboose, but I'm like right behind Bianca.
Apparently, I can't move silently, I guess, because of that way. And so I'm like,
Apparently,
You can
Bianca's
try
a
it.
You
big
got so many things. You
Um,
got so many things before we get, and your backpack is just clanking.
I'm a 4 foot tall, loud clonk, clonk, clonk,
stomper.
clonk.
So
I'm a heavy walker.
I'll need dexterity checks from Drew and Orb. And when you
Got
roll
it.
those, just let me know if dexterity is prime or secondary so I know what your difficulty class is.
Okay, so I roll a D
20.
for dexterity. Roll, please.
Don't tell me you
Roll.
got another 2 again, Orb.
I know I rolled a 4. Dexterity is secondary for me, and I have a modifier of 2.
Okay.
I got a 1,
Oh,
but technically it's
buddies.
2 because I have a modifier. This is a bunch of bull.
We're all
Got a dirty
stomping
2.
now. All of us are like clonk, clonk, clonk.
But Drew, either way, you go on up ahead. Orb and Bianca, you're kind of staying behind.
We can still see Drew, right? Or no?
That depends on how you guys want to.
I definitely think we should still be able to see you because but not too far, so far ahead where we can't see you because then we're not technically together anymore and you could get snapped up.
Yeah.
To paint
No,
a picture.
I'm just like off in the distance. I just like sashayed away a little bit, just, protect us.
Specifically sashayed away though.
That's why it's a 4. But you can get about 30 feet away before they lose sight of you. It really is like a deer trail. It wanders over roots and around trees. There's intense foliage. It is very, very, very easy to lose each other in here. And as you're walking, the ferns and the brambles and everything, they're kind of pulling at your clothes. It is very dense in here. So, Drew, you're scouting ahead. Give me a wisdom check to see if you can find or hear of any danger. While you're doing that, Bianca and Orb, is there anything that you two are doing or talking about as you're kind of walking around behind?
Can I send Storm again?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just did a wisdom check. I got a 3, and then I have a modifier 2 for 5.
Gotcha. Nothing kind of stands out as you're kind of tramping through. It really is like an obtrusive kind of silence. Do I want to? Yes, I do. Make me one more wisdom check. And then give me one for Storm as well. Roll a d20, and then I've got the modifier in mind for what it'll be for Storm. You're having Storm look for like danger and stuff as well.
Danger, yeah, and or
Sure.
just anything that's important that they think.
Definitely.
5.
Lots of single digits tonight, folks. Drew, Storm kind of alights on your shoulder as you're walking. What was that second wisdom check that you got, Drew?
Oh. So I rolled a. Do I need to do it again?
Yes, this is for
Okay.
something on my end.
Okay. Got a 1.
Oh
I'm
no!
not very
gotta
wise right
shake
now.
off
My
these
arm is
bad
bleeding.
Juju.
So, Drew, who is somebody that's important to Drew? Anyone that you've known, or someone that you're fond of, a friend, a lover?
Yes, my lover Andrew.
Is he also a druid? And druid.
Yeah, he's also a druid. That's kind of how it works. With our moms aren't too creative with the names.
Also true.
Yeah. Also, he was 300 years old, so
Mhm.
a little bit older than me, and we had something really special. We used to make friendship bracelets out of clover flowers.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful. You see him.
Oh,
He
Andrew.
hangs from and you can decide what to do with this information. Andrew hangs from a nearby tree, a rope around his neck, hanging from a branch. His feet are kicking as he struggles to remove the noose from his neck. What do you do?
I know this is fake because the forest makes you see things.
I know this is fake.
You
Does
blink.
she have to roll to see if she thinks it's fake?
Not this time.
Okay.
Remember too, we're here if you want any advice, if you want to be like, hey,
We're here for you, girl, if you want to talk.
if you
Do
need to
you-
like talk through it.
Do you call out or do anything, or just tell yourself this isn't real, squeeze your eyes shut and open them again?
Oh,
Tell him
look,
to fuck
also,
out, and I
druids have a secret language, according to the chat. Used for communicating with one another. They're forbidden from teaching this language. So maybe like you could also.
Oh, that is true. You know what? Because if it was fake, it wouldn't know the
What
language.
if it is really him?
And if it's real, it'll know, and then I can save him.
Yeah, you can speak in your language and be like, hey, what was
Potentially.
that thing that one time? Whatever, you know.
So what do you do?
So I'd be like, in my language,
What does the language sound like? I just want to hear what it
you
sounds
guys
like.
wouldn't understand it anyway.
Even though I
but-
can't understand it, what does it sound like to me?
Shut up.
Come on, play with me.
Anyway, I call out to him and I'm like, hey, Andrew, my darling lover, if you are real and you can understand this druid language, tell me about that one time in 1742 when we were on the boat. What happened? Because if it's fake, he won't know.
Hearing your voice, and well, so you see him hear you. His eyes kind of bulging, his hands clawing for his neck. He turns and sees you, his eyes kind of registering your presence, and they just get wider and wider as he begins to laugh and laugh and laugh. You blink and he's gone. At this point, Orb and Bianca, you've kind of rounded the corner and come upon Drew.
Drew, are you okay? You look
It's
like
like
you've
a
seen
ghost
a
back.
ghost.
Okay, if this is like was for real, I would be so shook. Um,
In fact, as you turn around
I mean, it would
to
still be
face,
scary though, even if you knew it was alarming.
oh
But
yeah,
you
yeah,
love
yeah.
being outside. You're just
I
like,
would,
"No,
I let's
well."
okay, let's be for real. I'm shook. I'm like shaken up. I'm like shaken up and just like, oh my gosh, that was so disturbing.
turning around to them, kind of like sitting with this feeling, you see 3 companions behind you instead of 2. There is Bianca and her cat. There is Orb and her falcon. And standing just a little bit further back on the path, and Orb and Bianca, you both feel a chill over your back. Burr.
You cued us. We did it.
There is, she stands about 6 foot tall. She floats about a foot off the ground. It is a ghost, seemingly, some sort of spirit in long flowing, like there's a cape that kind of flows out from her. The hood is back. Her hair is kind of silvery in this kind of simple but like tasteful sort of like bun with like braids that kind of hang and tuck back into it. The look on her face is serene if apprehensive, and there is a massive, really dark blood red kind of wound over where her heart would be. Instead it just gapes. She sees you 3 and registers you for a moment. Do you do anything?
She doesn't have red hair, right?
She doesn't have
She
red
has white hair or silver hair.
Silver.
She's an older woman. She's like, you'd guess maybe 60, 70 years old, late 60s, early 70s.
I think we should just say something like, "Hey, you there? We don't mean any harm. Do you need help?"
Make a charisma check.
Okay, I rolled a 13, and let me look at my sheet. 13 Christmas Prime, so it's 15.
She hears you kind of speak this to her.
Wait,
Yeah.
I rolled one too.
Did you? What would you like to say to her?
I rolled a nat 20, so I just had to, like, I got excited. I just had to tell you.
Incredible. Do you
So I
do you say
definitely-
anything along with Bianca?
Should I say it more since I know nat 20 might get us some goods?
Please.
Do you have anything you want to show us?
Her gaze kind of lingers on the 3 of you. It's not really like the gaze of the dogs where it was kind of this just hunger. It appears rather like thoughtful. I do. And she kind of fades out of sight for now.
No.
We will end there.
Remember, I rolled a nat 20 and that my good luck will roll into whatever the next moment is.
Yes. We have things. We have things in mind for that.
Wow.
Absolutely.
What a cliffhanger. Yes, you're right. What a way to end it.
That was a
Yes.
great game. That was your first like hard combat where like
We
life
did
or death
it!
stakes
I
and
definitely
we
thought
survived.
I'd die at some point.
We survived.
it
What happens if
sucks.
one of us dies? What do we? Oh, I guess we'll find out
We'll
next
find out
time.
next time.
On
Just get
Blood
to be the
and
peanut
Briar.
gallery because if I die, I'm gonna be a very loud peanut gallery. I'm not. I have to engage and stay awake.
The way I see it, if one of you dies, we can either bring you back as another character.
Oh,
You can have like a
That's
backup
fun.
character all set. But yeah,
You like bring another character. You're
Not
like,
gonna die, you guys.
one
No,
of you
we're
guys
not
can
gonna
play
die. We're gonna be
Katrin
fine.
if you want. Who knows?
Ooh.
die. We're
I was
not
thinking
gonna
maybe
die.
Beatrice becomes
Yes.
like humanoid in energy, and all of a sudden,
That would
you
be
know,
so cute.
and then it'd just be like
Taylor Swift and cats.
meow, meow, meow. You
Bianca,
know,
of course, wants to come back as Beatrice. Of course.
Yay, thank you
would.
all for watching. Oh my
Thank you all
Yeah,
gosh.
so
thank you guys so
much.
much. You were amazing in the chat today.
Seriously, Johnny,
Nat
you saved our
20.
asses. We're gonna
me
get
to
some
the
page
very
numbers
end.
written down, and we're
We
gonna.
I
will.
figured so after the first like when I was like I got some things figured out, but Johnny's so much
Perfect.
faster than me.
Yeah,
He's on top of it.
we super appreciate all the help. I'm thinking I'm really enjoying this thing where I'm having chat kind of play our enemies, play our monsters. So I might lean into that
Oh,
more
I
next
love
time.
that.
So next
No.
Tuesday, come back, be the monsters that these three battle, and we'll see who lives and who
Be
Ooh.
the
dies.
monsters. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, and Grace, I'm listening. Hello, hello. But yeah, thank you all so much.
I'm so glad you
for
enjoyed
hanging
it.
out.
I have
Thank you,
something for you
everybody.
guys.
Something for you
CLG
guys.
Chuck has something for you guys. What is
Using
it? What is
boon
it?
coins.
Right
I-
along those thoughts. What does it mean?
I
What is it, Chuck?
actually don't know what a
Bringer.
boon coin is. What is a boon coin?
I thought that was what Steve did. Boon. The
Oh, I
boon-
think
Oh,
that
is
happened
that-
earlier in the chat
No, the boon
too,
plus
but I wasn't sure what it
one.
was.
Oh my god.
It helps me get that thing.
I don't know if there's a way to. There's too many chats.
Well, if we're yes, definitely.
We are gonna bring them to
You're
the
gonna
game.
bring to the game, them
Hell
to the
yeah.
game. Oh, okay. So we have to wait, I guess, for next time.
Yes.
I think next week instead of my cauldron, I'll have a Dr. Pepper to drink.
Be very on brand. Incredible. Yeah, unless Chuck, if there was anything else. Instant boon. Oh yeah, you got an instant boon from drinking Dr. Pepper. 100%. We might go ahead and toss a raid to somebody. If there's nothing else. Let's see who's live. Who do we want to
Pass
raid
it
into?
along.
How about we raid? Let's raid Quincy. Quincy's fun. We're gonna raid into Quincy's Tavern, you guys.
Ooh.
Have fun with these.
It's a very, very good vibe over there. Thank you
vibes only.
all so much for hanging out. This was so much fun. If you hang out for the raid, please do and say something nice in Quincy's chat. I know I say this every time we raid into somebody's channel, but it makes people's day when raiders come in and like stay for a minute and say something nice. So show Quincy some love. They'll super, super appreciate it. And
Can't wait to know what happens next.
join us
Yay.
next Tuesday to find out.
Yeah, come back next Tuesday.
Coming on
Tuesday.
Tuesday. We're gonna be here.
Movie Ghost.
We're gonna get out of here. Mwah. Love you guys. Go in peace. Make the words do good, and we will see you next time.